This is Ecclesiastes 7, verse 8. Blessed, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Give honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who do well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. Just a quick little lesson through the spirit of power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect. And as you can see, the name of this lesson, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. You know, which is that Ecclesiastes 7. The name of this lesson is the end will be made manifest, will be manifest, you know, because it's going to be revealed who the Lord's true men are, you know, and who the Lord used to speak the word of prophecy. Everything is about to be revealed. Who's the true power of the earth, you know? As we get closer to the end, the Lord is going to reveal everything, you know? It's already revealed who Esau Edom is, who the devil of the Bible speak of, who the children of the wicked is, and who the children of Israel. But it's going to be made, it's going to be evident to the point where um, you're not going to be able to run away or uh, basically, yeah, you're not going to be able to run away from it. I'm gonna grab this real quick. This is Luke 12 and 2. It say, "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear and closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetop." So there you go. Everything that's been done in darkness is coming to light, because for a long time, this devil been ruling off deception, and now all deception is being exposed. And for a long time, you know, um, we didn't know who we were as a nation, but now it's being made manifested every day. And for a long time, people didn't believe this place, America, could be destroyed. And as you can see, it's just in your face that this place about to get destroyed. You know, and this place is about to have a downfall. But it's gonna be even more made manifest than that, where it's just completely in your face. You know, where you're actually witnessing this place fall and crumble till its full effect. You know, grab this real quick. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. It say, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." So there you go. It said these things will surely come, it will not tarry. And these things is not tarrying. Now we see these things happening right now in our face. Everything is being exposed right now in our face, man. You know? But now what's left is these last few prophecies, coming to its full effect, and who the Lord chosen is. Who the Lord elect is. And talk about how they're going to be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation. You know, so because they're not expecting, even with all this shit going on, the who the Lord's elect is, people are still not expecting that to be. You know, because the elect is off the radar, so to speak. There it's just not known right now. You know, they're at a low key estate. You know, but the Lord is going to reveal that when He shows His power by the way of miracles, by the way of divine intervention. You know, and ultimately by the way of that salvation. You know, where it all is going to come to play anyway. Um, it's going to be a domino effect. You know, we'll grab this real quick. This is the book of um, what's that? Second Ezra. It's the second Ezra chapter. But before I grab that, since I spoke on that salvation, I'm gonna just grab it real quick. It say Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It say, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And that's what the righteous man is doing now. These righteous men right here is not going to take the MOTV, take the it's not going to take the tiny tech, you know, and bow down to this system, you know. And say and when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they looked for, right? So these people was not expecting who the elect is going to be to receive the salvation. So this is something that's far beyond what they looked for, what they expected, you know. But you know you have to expect the unexpected. The more the closer we get to the end, the more you have to expect the unexpected, man. You know, because it's gonna be more and more things happening. You know, everything will be exposed the more we get closer to the end. You know, and say that was pretty much it. Just a point on that. But what about oh yeah, second Ezra 9. Here we go. So this second Ezra chapter 9 verse 1 say, He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time we're in. The highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So there you go. When you look at the signs of the prophecies, then you know you in that time when the Lord is about to make his second return. You know, we know by the signs that he gave us that's written in these scriptures of what's going to happen before he returns, man. And it's all being made manifest now because he's about to make his second return real soon in this generation, you know, in these next couple months, you know. It say, therefore, where there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, right? So these things was already written and ordained to happen from the beginning. You know, from the jump, it was already written for everything to play out the way it's going to play out. You know, so we look at these things. We look at the different signs, the upwards of the people, the sedition amongst men. You know, the earthquakes in diverse places and the and different other signs. You know, the MOTB being mandatory. These are all different signs and prophecies that the Lord said set up to happen before the main event. You know, and the next main event is that tiny tech, the electronic device being mandatory across the whole earth. You know, it say, for as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So there it go. The end is manifest. It will be made manifest. You know, at the end. You know, all the things that the Lord is going to say at the end shall speak. It's all going to come to light. It's all going to show who is truth and who is not, you know, or who um believe in truth and who don't. It's all gonna be made manifest on the table. It say even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. So there you go. You know, everything is gonna be brought out, and be made manifest. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna get the credit for all of it. You know, um, we'll close out with this one. This is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So there it goes. It's all gonna come to light. Who's the Lord chosen? Who's not the Lord's chosen? You know, who's the righteous? Who's the wicked? All things is being revealed. You know, all things is being fulfilled. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab one more. This is what's that? First Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watchers for prayer. So right, prayer is an important thing to that we all need to do as we get more closer to the end. Because more things is being exposed, more things is being revealed, and you want to be on the side with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Through all these things that's coming to pass and taking place. So yeah, Lord, one of this was edifying with that. I'm gonna close out with all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kapadas. To honor to the positive elders, great millstone, well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.